You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
You but the way kick Dingbat here, and we wait for the ruling on Jalen Carter. What will it ever be? Who the hell knows? But in the meantime, Apple's new phones are coming out. They stink. What is going on, everybody? What is happening? Hazard, what's going on? Rocco, what's going on? Mayday. What is happening? Chris North, everybody, thank you for being here. I wanted to come on today. I'm trying to do a little more morning streams every once in a while when I get a chance. Plus, I wanted to talk a little bit about the trade yesterday because it happened like right as I get ready to stream the Monday night game. So, felt like I didn't get a lot to talk about. So, yeah. Boobs. Daniel, what's going on? Katie, what's up? Ian, what's up? They can't make us wait till Sunday, can they? They will. But in the meantime, look, we got a hell of a game on Thursday. I mean, that's a great game. And hopefully Green Bay wins it. Us goes, what's happening, Philly? Not much, man. This week I'm trying to. Tomorrow I'll be earlier. Thursday I'll be streaming at night, and then maybe Friday. So I'm gonna try to do more. I'm trying, man. How dare you summon me this early? Oh, this ain't early. We've done it way earlier than that. Kraken, what's going on? So the big news really, I mean, is we're in wait and see mode with Jalen Carter. The question is the longer does this thing go, is that better or is that worse? I tend to think maybe it's just like you got to assume he can play until they say something, right? I mean, how much longer can we wait? It's got to happen today, right? I would assume. Marcus, what's going on, my man? How are you? They don't like us. We don't care. You're right. I was hoping that this morning, by the time I did this stream, we would know. But Kelly Green, what's happening, my man? What's the matter with Jalen? Jalen Carter? Nothing. Except for the fact that, we're waiting to see if there's going to be any more additional punishment handed down after what happened on Thursday. I don't think he's going to get suspended. I think he served it. He served a full game suspension, right? It's not like he did it in the third or fourth quarter and got thrown out. Then I would say, yeah, probably an additional game. But I think he served his punishment, hopefully. Am I on vacation? I'm not on vacation. No. He already sat out one game. He never played one down. Yeah, I agree. Daisy Bear, Dak provoked it. Dak did provoke it. This bullshit doing this on purpose. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I heard suspension still on the table, according to CBS News, and a $57,000 fine. The only reason they would suspend him is because he's an Eagle. Because I do not believe if he was on the Cowboys or if he was on the 49ers or the Patriots, I do not think he would get suspended. If he was on the Chiefs, he would not be suspended anymore. Keep him out for half a drive. Half a drive. Logan Motorsports, what's going on, my man? According to Vic Fangio, what? Yeah, so I saw that. Vic Fangio said Dory Jackson, as of right now, is the starter. Ugh. We'll see if that holds true, We'll see if that holds true. Amazon now is having our pictures on app while we're delivering packages so the customers know who to look for. I absolutely don't like this at all yet. Again, aim and person drives this. Why don't you like it? My aunt's birthday is on September 21st. Cool. Happy birthday, her. Dak's punishment is being a Cowboys. That's not good enough. That's not good enough, yo. The NFL's dragging the car situation, and it's so unnecessary. It's ridiculous. If they suspend him, they need to suspend Dak too. I agree. I'm almost down at my Georgia position. I'll be back to the stream in 10. All right. Shipley has fractured rib. I hate that. Well, and that's one of the reasons maybe why Bigsby won. I know they want to use him on kickoffs, but he's a pretty good running back. Like, I thought it was very smart. You know, people are asking why go get him? Why go get him? Look, the Eagles. Their bread and butter is going to be running the ball, running behind that offensive line. You've got to cut down on the carries, which means you need the other running backs, and you need 3 good running backs, I think, this season. So if one guy's already getting hurt, you're going to need another guy. I literally, in my 53-man roster, I think it was on the shakedown, I was like, I would consider getting another running back. And, you know, that was back in August because it just makes sense that if somebody goes down, and I was thinking A.J. Dillon, you know, with his neck, you need another running back. And they got it. I thought it was a great move. Did you see Mark Holmes' video that means, oh my God, what is wrong with him? Yes, a shot across the bow at Saquon Barkley, the offensive player of the year, the guy they just restructured contract. They got Bigsby to send a message to Saquon. I mean, dude, you could literally, I really think at this point, I think Mark Holmes just likes to hear himself talk. Like, I think he just likes to talk. And it doesn't even matter what he talks about. Reports are that Carter won't be suspended. They do suspensions on Monday, so they can appeal on Tuesday. So that process is given to the team. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because once he's not suspended, I'm going off on Mark Holmes. I'm going off on him. I was just jealous because running backs suck. I'm going to go off on him. No question about it. We got 316 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in the mornings, I think. I enjoy them, like, during the training camp. It's early for me sometimes, like 7. But I don't know. I feel like it sets my whole day up. I kind of like it. Oh, I think we're winning. I think we're winning. As a matter of fact, I'll even show you something. I'll show you something since you asked me. Because I'm betting this game. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm making a play at this game. I'm gonna have a lot of different things going on for this game, okay? And you can too at ProfitX. ProfitX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Dive into peer-to-peer plays, create your own odds, and face off with fellow fans for bigger thrills, better payouts through exciting sweepstakes. Legal in 40 states, it's the smartest way to play. Get started now with promo code Philly500 and score up to $200 in profit cash. That's Philly500 to get $200 in profit cash. Must be legal age. Void where prohibited. Now, let me show you my play for this game. I got the Eagles. I'm playing the Eagles this week. The Eagles are minus 1 point favorites. 1 point favorites. That's basically a pick'em game in Kansas City. Now, I like that for the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles. I think that's a good play, and I'm going to be playing the Eagles, no doubt. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Shout out to ProfitX. I think A.J. Dillon will be used as our fullback. I think he's going to be used as a running back. I don't think that's going to change, but I think that Bigsby is going to be used at kickoffs. See, I think what the Eagles realize, I think a lot of teams are realizing the way they set up the rules for the kickoff, teams are now returning the ball. So you need a better kickoff returner. The Kingdom is 0-2. I hope so, man. Alana, what's up? How are you? Casey looked bad on Friday. They did, and it's week to week though. You know, I don't put much stock into that because here's my thing. You can literally look bad in the NFL 1 week and then look completely different the next week. You know, it would not surprise me one bit if the Cowboys come out and crap the bed versus the Giants. Maybe they still win, but like they just look completely different because they were up to play the Super Bowl champ on Thursday. You know, let me tell you, if that Eagles-Cowboys game continues and it doesn't get suspended for the weather. Eagles are going right down the field and blowing that game open, and then the whole thing is different. The whole game is different. That whole weather suspension was like the Cowboys' chance. They got the biggest breaks I've ever seen a team get, that I've ever seen, and they still lost. Did Howie sign the quarterback? No, he did not sign him. Tank Bigsby is one of the better running backs in the league. He is. The Eagles have a very strong running back room. I agree with you, man. Fredo, what's going on, my man? How are you? Yeah, and Carter was out. Everything that could go a team's way went the Cowboys' way. It's not going to be like that every week, I even think that the pause in the game is really what took Dickerson out of the game. Because if you have a bad back and you first hurt your back or aggravate it, you can move around, it hurts, but you can deal with it. But when you sit down for like an hour, you sit down for a while, it gets really, really stiff. And then it's hard to loosen it back up. I don't understand why the Jaguars, I think they have another running back that they like. I do. Green Bay versus, do you like, I'm taking Green Bay in that game, yeah. Yeah, I'll have a play for that. I'll show you on Thursday when I stream that game. I'm taking Green. I want Green Bay to win. I want Washington. Look, we got to win the division first. So always take the division losses. We need another cornerback. Yeah, look, I don't disagree. Hey, 500, I'm back. I just finished my graduate position for the day. Oh, that's cool, man. Congratulations. Morning, Philly. We're here a little late. But here, I appreciate that. I'll tell you what, I hate to be Dak the next time he plays Carter, right? Jalen going to be running for his life. He is. But Jaden Daniels is pretty good. I think he's pretty good. I don't think Washington will win that game. But Unstable Eric, thank you for the super chat. I got whoever's on a Dory over 400 receiving yards Sunday. Well, we don't even think their top 2 receivers are playing. I have a feeling, this is just a feeling, that Vic Fangio is like, okay, yeah, Dory's a starter right now. But he's not going to tell you. He's not going to announce it that if he's not. Don't you think? Signing Gilmore today, you think so? I ain't big on Gilmore. Me neither. I really think Ja'Cory Bennett can do all right. Thoughts on Zadarius Smith signing? I thought it was a good signing. They needed, I think after the Carter thing, the one thing I thought was, man, they sure could use a veteran right there at that moment, kind of to pull him back. I think losing Brandon Graham last year, they don't really have any veterans there. So I thought in that aspect, he comes in, he's good. Now, if he has anything like he had left last year, it's a great signing. He had, 9 sacks? So if he could come in and play a part of rotation, it's a good signing. If New York finds a way to beat Dallas next week, the entire state would lose its mind. I will not be able to stop laughing. Oh, God, please let that happen. U.S. Ghost, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate ya. Says, go Birds. Go Birds is right. No question about it. I can't talk y'all seriously if you think Bennett is better than Gilmore. Well, that's the problem with Gilmore. If Gilmore's so good, why isn't he on a roster? My thing is how old is Gilmore? How many years is he going to be? When you're a cornerback and you're older and you can't play more, it shows. I don't know what he's got left. They got to bring him in, work him out, all that kind of stuff. If they feel like he could play, I'm okay with it. But I also think Ja'Cory Bennett hasn't had a chance. What chance has Ja'Cory Bennett had really to play yet? Ray Danger made a good point about the lack of veteran leadership and that Jalen Carter incident. Yeah, Carter likely would have been baited by Dak if Brandon Graham. Yeah, because Brandon Graham would have gone over and pulled him back. I think everybody was so distracted with Ben Van Sumer and people were over there like praying over him and stuff like that, and wishing him well. And I think people weren't looking at what Carter was doing. I think that's what was happening. But you need that leadership. I think they need the veteran leadership there. Gilmore is washed. Yeah, I mean, he could be. Gilmore's 35. He's done. 35. I mean, if he's so good, he's on a team right now. I'm not saying he's bad, but why not? Why not give Jacorian Bennett a shot and let's see what he could do? And then if he doesn't play well, then you could go get Gilmore, get Asante Samuel Jr. in October, make a trade. But at least you have time. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if Carter's actions get ejected, make his contract extension cheaper. I don't think it's going. I mean, I think they're going to be telling him like, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. If you make that kind of money. You got to be one of the leaders on the team. So I guess in some ways it'll be issue negotiating. We shouldn't be just picking up any washed player for our team. Stop acting desperate. Yeah, I agree. We definitely beaten Kansas City. My prediction, unknown at the moment. Hold on, 31-24 Eagles. I'll take it, man. Look, if they can win Kansas City, great. If they, for some reason, were to lose Kansas City, it's not the end of the world. AFC games I don't sweat them as much. That Rams game is gigantic, week 3. Like, if you said, okay, the next 2 weeks the Eagles got to go 1-1, I'll take the loss to Kansas City over LA. You got to beat LA. Those are tie-breaking moments. I mean, that's a tie-breaking, seed playoff type stuff. Signing on of Tank was to manage Barkley's carries. Well, I think the Eagles, the way they play, is they want to wear you down. They're going to want to run the ball, and they're not going to want to give Barkley 400 plus carries. So you need rotation, and then Shipley gets hurt. And what if Shipley or A.J. Dillon gets hurt next? Then all of a sudden Barkley's getting 400 something carries again. You bring in depth at running back. I think it's a smart move. And I literally talked about this when I did the 53-man roster stuff. I think it was on Shakedown. I was like, yeah, I would consider another running back. I think it was that. Maybe it was that or something else. Unstable Eric, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. Because I just learned that Denzel Ward just restructured his contract out of the blue. I think there's a Howie Vision master plan in the works. Look, that would be a great pickup. Are you kidding? That would be huge. But, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. You kind of, to me, a guy like Ward, Trevon Walker, you kind of got to wait for those teams to kind of be, losing. Everybody thinks they have a chance week 1, week 2, week 3. I don't know. I mean, the Niners look banged up, right? Didn't the tight end, he just went on the IR for 4 weeks. I don't think they're a playoff team. I think the Rams win that division. It's not just to match Barkley. Kerry Shipley's injured. We need another running back. And you want a kickoff returner. You need a kickoff returner. Those guys are running a lot. They're running a lot of kickoff returns back. So I think that's part of it too. Yeah, hit the like button, KGK. You got it. Hit the like button. We live. We got 575 mother humpers in the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do these a little more. I was really hoping that the Carter's news would have broke early. Of course it doesn't, but it'll probably break as soon as I sign off. I'm sure, because that's what they do. I'm a big fan of the Eagles. Yeah, you should be. No injury report either. Yeah, I saw that. Does Barkley break 1,000 yards? Yeah. Put crash test in there. They could. Denzel Ward contract restructuring just made it easier to trade him. That's a good point. Yeah, it probably did. Do they have a plan to do it? I don't know. I mean, that would be a huge signing for the Eagles. Or trade. I would take it. Now, they said that the Eagles got, a 5th round pick for what's his face? Huff and Puff in 49ers. So, they still got an extra 5th round pick. It could become a 4th, but he stinks. Anyone like Bigsby trade or delusional? I think what it is, Joe, is people see one trade and it's not the position they think they need. So they think, oh my God, the Eagles just spent their capital on trading a guy. That means we're not going to make another trade. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Jay So Cool, thank you for the super chat. Bro, we get Ward's rap. You ain't kidding. Because I liked, look, Makuba, Fangio said Makuba made some mistakes, but I liked the way he played. I thought he was all right. If you could fix that cornerback spot, we'll be fine. Here's my thought on watching. I've watched the Eagles game 4 times. I think it was not nearly as bad for the Eagles as people act like it is, especially like in the moment when Carter gets kicked out and all that stuff. However, I don't think it was as great for the Cowboys as they think. I really don't, because the Cowboys, most of their points came off of big penalties by the Eagles. So if we can clean up those mistakes, we're fine. We're fine. And I think that the stoppage really played a factor in that game. So yeah, I'm getting a tattoo soon. Should I get the Eagles logo across the forearm or the Super Bowl wins Roman numerals? I don't know. Man, I don't know. I like the Eagles logo, to be honest, but that would be my choice. I don't want to tell you what to do, and then you don't like it, and you're stuck with it forever. Ace Lux, thank you for Super Chat. Ward's contract restructure. Yeah, that's interesting. 49ers have the softest schedule, and they got the softest quarterback. Something else is in the works because they have to move a player to make a spot for Bigsby, and we haven't heard anything yet. Do they? Well, our roster was 52, right? Who did they sign before him? Because we were already at 52. We were in trouble. Vic already said Dory's the starters. Yeah, but do you believe him? Like if I was Vic Fangio, Bubba, and you asked me that, I would say yeah, right now, yeah. But I would have every intention of Jacorian Bennett. And defense needed to adjust to Carter being out. They shut them out after. Yeah, agreed. I also thought the pass rush started to get pressure. They didn't get sacks, but they started to get a little bit of pressure on Dak late in that game. So I don't think it was as bad as it looked, except for Dory Jackson. He was every bit as bad. But I don't think overall it was as bad. I think that when we get the turnover with when Q gets the turnover, typical Eagles fashion, that's when the Eagles come in, they go down the field, they score a touchdown, and they just kind of eat a team alive. And then the team just is worn out after that. And Dallas luckily got over an hour break between the third and fourth quarter. I don't think it was as bad as everybody looks. And, the Cowboy fans are like, oh, look at our offense. Your quarterback should have thrown 4 or 5 interceptions that game, especially one to Q Mitchell, to Quinion. They all talk about CeeDee Lamb dropping that ball. Well, it shouldn't have never even been passed, because if Q makes that interception late in the game, the game's over. So you just got to clean up your mistakes. You clean up your mistakes, we'll be fine. I really think so. Glass Dragon, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I bought an Eagles cup for my friend at work who likes the Eagles, and he's from Philly, and he beat cancer? That's great, man. That's a very kind of you, kind thing to do. And I'm glad to hear that he beat cancer. That's awesome. 500, Ward is good, but prone to getting concussions every season. I mean, you might have to live with some risk. I don't understand why not just give Bennett a shot. There's no way in the world he can be any worse than Adoree. Would live and die with Bennett going forward. I agree. And I would give him a shot now, because it's, you give yourself as much time before the trade deadline, to know what you got there. But see, here's what I'm saying is, do you think Fangio could just be saying, yeah, Adoree's starting, when he knows he's not? Because he said it like, yeah, he's starting, but he's like, at this moment, yeah, Adoree, or something to that effect. It made me feel like he's just, he's playing gamesmanship. Adoree's the problem. He mean my I expect the Eagles will play a more complete game next week versus Kansas City. I mean, it has to be. Yeah, I think it'll be better. The only thing is you're going to get a more desperate team next week. You got a team not only that wants revenge for the Super Bowl, but you're going to get a team that is actually, can't afford to go 0-2. That's what makes it tough. I want to see the injury report, because I have a feeling Shipley's going to be on that thing. I want to see where Landon Dickerson is, because if Dickerson is 80%, I'm resting him. I'm prepared to rest guys this week. I know that sounds crazy, but This is not an NFC conference game. You gotta take it for what it is. This defense needs Jalen Carter out there. Control the hot head. Big Dom, no more of this. You can tell it changed the dynamic. It totally did. That whole first drive, the Eagles' defense was reeling, you know. If we can get Ward, that's getting Slay again, and Bennett can be in that Rodgers role. Yeah, I agree. I didn't think Rodgers looked that good last night, by the way. He got run over by DeAndre Swift. Unstable Eric, thank you for the super chat. Rumor is a 6-figure fine for JC no suspend. 6 figures. I couldn't even imagine that. KC's secondary is terrible. Expect later boxes. Barkley could have a big game. I think A.J. Brown's going to have a big game. I think he's going to shut a lot of people up. Give me Denzel. I like it. Denzel, if he's available, I love it. You know, could they restructure to trade him? Maybe in the future. Mav, thank you for the super chat. Because I swear to Christ, I better not see Jackson near the stadium. You don't want that number 8 jersey, my man. You don't want that number 8 jersey. Slay didn't look great either. Yeah, Slay didn't. See, Slay, to me, I kind of think the Eagles are thinking, here's a guy that just won a Super Bowl. He's a Hall of Fame career. You know, he's getting one more pay, and he's going to have an enjoyable year no matter what happens. It's his last year. You know, is that guy hungry? That's what you wonder. Oh, yeah, Mav's always mad, man. Mav is my mad man. I know when Mav is in the chat because I just see the angry faces. Sam likes games. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. He says, Dak pretending he didn't spit at Carter is worse acting than McNabb's old chunky soup ads with his mom. I know his mom was a way better actor. That's for sure. Yeah, Niners waived kicker and Kittle to IR. Tough day for them. Yeah, I feel like the Niners, like, they had like a 3-year window where they were in it every year, and it just didn't work out for them. So to me, I think they're done. I think they're done. Let me see here. Everything trade is good trade, y'all. Yeah. The league would have announced a suspension for Carter on Monday if it was to happen. I think it's just a big fine. Yeah, I think you're right. McNabb throwing up was the worst laugh out. It was. Did you see Bit? Yeah, I saw. No, on the Giant Philly. I saw him go off. Yeah, I saw him go off on his Giants. Yeah, I saw that Mark ran and played it. Dak looked like Thursday night. Fangio said Adoree Jackson is playing against Kansas. I know. My question is if you were going to start Ja'Cory Bennett and you knew it, would you come out on Tuesday and tell the Kansas City Chiefs at a press conference, basically, that's who you're going with? Or would you say, yeah, he's starting right now, and then switch it up at the end? I'm just saying. I hope Adoree's not. If Carter was in the game, it was 24-0. Multiple pressures by Uche and Davis. Smith and Davis without Carter. O-line is trash. Yeah, I agree. What do you think team punch will be? From what I heard, the rumor is that he's going to sit the first quarter. That's what I heard. Go look at Dak on the sideline from Thursday night. You'll see what I'm talking about. I will. I'll have to go back and watch. What up, Philly? Go Birds against the Chiefs. Let's see how the season shapes up. Exactly. I did. I'm sorry, Nick. Let me go find it. Oh, I'm sorry, bud. My bad. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, look, X just placed my biggest bet. Think we win. I think we win, man. What was your bet? What was it? What did you bet? Or what did you play? 500. What was your boy Mark saying? A signed tank and saying, I don't know. I don't know anymore with this guy, dude. But I'm serious. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go off on Mark. I can't wait till tomorrow. I hope Sills invites us on tomorrow. I am going to get under his skin so bad. I just can't believe he did a video saying that Tank Bigsby is sending trade is to send a message to Barkley. Like the Eagles are done with Barkley. I mean, what the hell, dude? He shaved the beard and kept his stash. Plus, he looks. That's funny. That's funny. I didn't notice that. Antonio says 500. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are we doing? 587 on the Birds to win page. I think you got a great shot at that. I do. Vikings are not a threat to the Packers. I don't think the Vikings are. I don't think the Bears are. I don't even think the Lions are, dude. I think the Vikings, I think the Packers are running away with that. I think that game late, what? It was at week 10, week 12, something like that. That game with the Eagles-Packers in Lambeau Field, that may be for home field advantage in the playoffs. Mark is really salty, dude. If a ruling is appealed, the player will still play until the ruling. Yes. The team appeal if they hand down a suspension. Yes. If so, he can play during. Yes. Yes. And usually people have said this, that usually suspensions come down on Monday so that teams can appeal on Tuesday. So it sounds like he's not going to get suspended. 500. Why don't our fans trust Howie yet? He's going to have to sign Jesus before people realize he has a plan and knows what he's doing. I agree. I've actually liked what he's doing. If you look at the moves he's made since the 53-man roster, right? You added a third quarterback. I thought that was good. Darius Smith gives you depth on a defensive line. I think I think the trade yesterday, depth at running back. I love it. I wonder who the 49ers are going to pick up as a kicker since they got rid of him. I don't know. Mark hasn't even focused on the Giants yet. No. Barkley wash. What a joke. Brady News 500 is suspended for a game. Hey, I had a suspension. Remember a couple years ago? Whoa. I just kicked my camera. I had a suspension. Remember a couple years ago? I was suspended 2 streams. That sucked. Saquon isn't going anywhere. Howie's too smart for that. He just signed a big contract. Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? Oh, big time throttle. Throttling is I lived through the throttling. I'm a throttled mother humper. I don't know why, but I am. I think I know why, but I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to get political. Okay, I'm on my way home. I'm gonna just have to listen till I get home. All right. Yeah, suspended for streaming the Phillies. And I didn't show anything, didn't have anything on. They must have did like a mass like hit and I was in that. And I don't know how they did that to me, but I won my appeal. It took a whole month, but I won my appeal. Do you bend over for them to make throw? I have to. They gave me the Vaseline and I have to lube up. And then they do it inch by inch, like gentlemen. Do they buy the roses of chocolates before they throttle you? No. They just say bend over. Bend over. It sucks. No Diddy. No audio copyright. No. No sound. Please call Mark on the backpedaling he did for Mike. If I go on Sill's show tomorrow, I am going on. I'm telling you guys now, I'm going on to piss him off. I'm going to try to get him to go have a tirade. I'm going to say things just to bait him. Yeah, 500 is habitual. I'm habitually throttled. If Miami and Seattle trade, will be the only Hawk Tua this tier. Yes. What do you think Dart starts for New York? I think probably second half of the season. What time tomorrow, Philly? What do you mean? Oh, usually when I go on Sills, it's what, like 4:30 Eastern? I don't know if he's going to invite us on. Mark assumes we're going on every week. I don't. I hope Aziz Ojulari is active. Would be nice. Well, no update. I thought there would be an update, but there wasn't. I thought we would already know. I can't believe nothing has come out. Sunday is on. It is. Sills, yeah. 4:30 Eastern, if they invite me on. Are you worried about our safety depth? I like Makua, but I don't trust it. I do worry, Kat, about safety depth. Because I like Makuba too. I don't trust Sidney Brown. He got hurt again last week. And then who do you have behind that? So yeah, I do worry about. Oh, they brought Epps in, so that helps because at least you got a veteran there. But yeah, I do worry about it. The ball will be fired by midseason. He should have been fired last year. I hope Carter gets away scot-free. I do too. Mark's gonna have 100. Well, wait till Carter doesn't get suspended. He's gonna get on there. He's gonna do a video that Carter wasn't suspended, but if it was the Cowboys, he would have been suspended, and the league's not really fair, and it's because it's Dak Prescott and all this stuff. And you watch, he's gonna talk stupid. Do you know you even go? Don't know why you even go on a show. You're a billionaire. He's nice to me. I like him. I'll go on any show. I don't care. I don't care who you could have 5 subscribers. I'll go on a show if I'm invited. Carter, what? Nah. I'm at work, crawl space right now. Go Birds. Go Birds is right. No news. No news. Maybe no news is good news. I don't know. Holy crap. Get this. 53 minutes ago, I didn't see this. It says, Will Shipley, fractional injury, diagnosed, what is it? See, you want to know why they got Bigsby, right? It's saying that, see if I can find it. I didn't see this before I went on. Will Shipley has been diagnosed with a fractured rib. Recovery will take 6 to 12 weeks. 6 to 12 weeks. Now you know why they got Bigsby. Because, I don't know if he'll be out 6 to 12 weeks. It'll take 6 to 12 weeks to heal. Can he play with it? But it makes a lot more sense why they went out and got Bigsby now, right? It's just like I said, you need that 3-headed monster. You need a 3-headed rotation. I feel bad for Shipley. Carter won't get, but yeah, that's what I heard too. But nothing official yet. Yeah, you can play with a fractured rib. It's just a matter of how much time. You got Bigsby now. I don't think there's any need to rush him. You know. But it's going to take 6 to 12 weeks to heal. No, there's no suspension. Anything. That explains Tank. I love it. You know. Yeah, how can you not like a running back named Tank? I agree. Cowboys got a cowboy named Blue because he needed the money, and we got Tank. They got Blue. Hey, there's Blue. He needed the money, and we got Tank. All right, you tell me who's got the better running back. You can play a fractured rib when you aren't running back. You could do it. It's been done before, but why rush him? You know. Yeah, I said last night, ribs are weeks to heal. Yeah. It's bad, too. If you can't, get a breath, it's the worst. It's the worst. I was young. I hurt my ribs once. Yeah, that's what we heard. Denzel structured his contract. That's right. Cowboys running back, Blue. He needed the money. Our running back is Tank. You tell me. Bigsby will be our 2 and kick returner. He'll probably start this week as a 3rd running back, and he'll do kick returns. It's my only concern about this young players. They get hurt quick. Yeah, it happens. Carter's going to take that fine. He gets out. Dak's ass next. I agree with you. Yeah, Vic stay with broken ribs. You could play with it, but it's hard. It hurts. Thing with fractured ribs is the location complications. You could potentially puncture a lung or damage. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The refs' crew shut their eyes the whole game. Oh my god, it was horrible. That's the other thing that pisses me off about what Mark is saying. Like, well, we would have won if the refs. And I'm like, dude, we had 9 penalties over 100 yards. You had what? 4 penalties the whole game. One was a 12-man on defense. They got to call that. And then one was on the kickoff return. That means in play for the whole game you had 2 penalties and you're complaining? How is that possible? And we got 784 people in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. 500 was watching Inside the Birds there saying that if Carter was suspended, the NFL would have notified on Monday and appeals as such. Eagles may be slowing down notifications for advantage. Yeah, that's what I heard too, because they would want to appeal on Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think he's getting suspended. Fractured ribs can make breathing hurt, let alone being hit. It sounds like a bad fracture, one that isn't easy, just taping up and playing through the pain. Agreed. He could be lightning in a bottle. They gave 5-6. It seems like what he's getting paid. Yeah, I mean, if you watch him, he's pretty. He's 215 pounds, but he runs good. I mean, he's got speed. Ace Lux, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, Sirianni and the Birds looking to make a statement. They're going to crush KC. I agree with you. I agree. Oh boy, 2020, man. Thank you so much for super chat, man. I appreciate that. What up, 500? Just for context, Bill Romanowski fined $7,500 for spitting in J.J. Stokes' face. Sean Taylor spitting Michael Pick's face, $17,000. T.O. spitting in D'Angelo Hall face, $35,000. All incidents, no suspensions. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they suspend Carter, then to me, it's no, they're just going after the Eagles again. That's what it would be. That's why I don't think he's going to get suspended. He's going to get a big fine, probably the biggest fine for spitting. It'll probably be like $75,000 or something, maybe $100,000, and he won't get suspended. I agree, and I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. People got spit on before the NFL and didn't get suspended. Do it now. No, exactly. No, I don't think y'all going to Kansas City and win. Well, I mean, we're going to find out. The fortunate thing for the Kansas City game is that's an AFC game. I don't sweat the AFC games as much. I mean, I want to win them, but like I see this as time like, well, man, I could rest Landon Dickerson a week. I could rest this guy a week, if they need it. Yeah, most expensive spit ever. Cowboys fans crying because their season started this offseason, and when they're undefeated, it's peak time of the year for Dallas fans. I would love the Giants to beat them. Like, I just would love to watch that. I mean, that will be the greatest thing ever. It won't happen because I think the Giants really are just that bad. I think the Giants are like that inept. You know what I mean? They really are. Hi, little baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I got a little friend trying to climb my leg. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. What's up? 75,000 to Loogie. It's crazy. Crazy, right? Nah, they didn't. I thought they would have by now. Defense, Giants defense. Well, they got a good pass rush. They definitely do. But I don't know, man. That offensive line stinks. Russell Wilson looks like he's 60. Right? Right? Yeah. Was a false report seen said Carter fined $50K and Dak fined $20. I didn't see that, Nate. Let me check again. I thought when I set this up, I was like, the news is going to drop any second. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I see nothing. Unless it just broke, I don't see anything. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they're taking so long. Dak spitting first behind a team like a little bit. I agree, he did. All Cowboy fans and Suzu saying we won't beat Kansas City, but once we do, they'll say Kansas City isn't a good team anymore. Every week it was like, you won't beat the Rams, you're not going to beat the Packers, you're not going to beat the Washington Commanders, you're not going to go to the Super Bowl, you're not even going to get into the red zone. And all we do is win. No news is dropped. It's a division game the Giants can win. I hope so, man. I do. God, I'll be streaming that game. But we want Green Bay to lose. I mean, we want Green Bay to win, so Washington loses, right? So for some reason, if we do lose that Kansas City game, you still got the same record as Washington. However, they have a conference loss and you don't. So, why are they taking so long for the punch? I don't know. The people chant. I don't know what the hell's going on. I like that name, by the way. They already banned the fans from the Ravens game, and that was less than 24 hours. Did that Ravens guy get pushed and then apologize and wear a neck brace? Because I could have sworn I saw some dude apologize and he had a neck brace on. I'm like, is that the guy that got pushed? Is he trying to say he got his neck hurt? That's some funny ass shit. That's like Better Call Saul stuff. Funny how they became super team after they won the Super Bowl. Why wasn't they saying that before? I know, right? I swear, because I was watching this dude read a statement with a big neck brace on. I'm like, is that the guy that Lamar pushed? Is he going to sue? That clip is hilarious. That was not okay. It was just trolling. I was like, "Oh my god, who's his lawyer? Better Call Saul." That would be some funny shit. They are taking far too long to announce his verdict on Jay. Shit's annoying. It's really annoying. What do you think? Yeah. I think we only lose 3 to 4 games max. Yeah, I agree. One thing I don't like about the schedule either is why do we wait till so long to play Washington? Like, I think we play Washington at the end of the year, 2 of the last 3 weeks. I think that's stupid. I would have been in the hospital, right? The only game I'm looking forward to is the Tampa game. I would be the most important game win first season. Well, if to me, I think that Rams game, is a potential home field advantage type game. So you got to win that game. You got to win week 3. And I'm serious. Landon Dickerson needs a rest a week for that game, fine. But you got to beat the Rams. So 500, what's the latest? Nothing. I thought we would have news, and we haven't. There are reports, NBC reported, saying that the spread is still on the table. And the game check will be on possible. Yeah, I saw that. But, I don't know. It's kind of getting a little late in the week, for what the Eagles have to do, the appeal to be sitting there doing that. I think it's taking long. I think Dak has to catch a fine too, even though he didn't spit on him. Yeah, I agree. Dak should be fine too. I would fine Dak like 30,000. But see, if they do that and then Carter gets no suspension, I'm telling you, Mark Holmes is going to lose it, and I'm going to love every minute of it. Every minute. Dallas walked the ball down the field, and as the first half late was nothing. Not really. Go watch the game again. The first series, yes. But after that, every drive that they had, that they got points, the rest of that game, after the first drive, came off of Eagles penalties. And we're not talking 5 yards. We're talking pass interference was 30-something yards. We're talking a taunting was 15 yards. Then we're talking hands to the face. Like, the Eagles literally gave them as many yards and penalties to go drive down the field than they did have to move the ball. It really was more what the Eagles were doing, not what the Cowboys were doing. And if you take that run by Miles Sanders away, Dallas didn't really run that well. It was one run. That's it. So the Eagles' mistakes was the problem. It wasn't that the Cowboys were so good. So now you're getting people trashing the Eagles, acting like they're not that good, and the Cowboys are overhyped again. And then what happens? The Cowboys lose again to some bad team, and they come down to earth. But that's the truth. It looked worse in the moment because of everything that was happening. Because they still think Washington quarterback is going to be something. I think he will be fine out. It's not easy second year. He will be good. Yeah, I agree. He's going to go through his struggles. Nolan and Uche were the only two defensive ends that did anything. Yeah. I thought Jalen Hunt started to come around in the fourth quarter. Nolan was amazing in the playoffs and only played one game so far. How is he? He's not overrated. So week to week league, I agree. I changed my mind about the score. The Eagles will blow the Chiefs out 101-2. Chiefs only score when Sam Howell takes a knee, maybe. I think Uche going to surprise everyone Sunday. I hope you're right. Yes, Philly, they're late with this. They're the Eagles. Screw the Birds. Well, the league after the Birds, I believe that's real. I believe that they got a bone to pick with us. How much do you want to bet? The Chiefs already know if Carter's suspended and they're not, and not the Eagles don't. The league is trying to hurt the Eagles calling. Yeah, well, you might be right about that. This kid don't have a name yet. They're just starting to, like, personalities coming out. So they'll start getting names, and I'll have to start marking them so I know who's who. But nothing yet. I might have to call this one Jalen Carter, though. Right? You're a big one. Go ahead, you could go. Go see your mama. Go see mommy. There you go. Ace Lux, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. We aren't talking enough about how good Braden Manwood played and Ted Turpin crashed. Oh, yeah, the punter? Yeah, he was fantastic, man. He was fantastic. He gave him nothing to return. That's a great point. And thank you for that super chat. James Worthy, man, he says, you shouldn't be playing your best football week one. Agreed. I just don't think it was as bad as it seemed at the time. Like, just a lot of different circumstances, I think, just went the Dallas Cowboys' way to keep them in it. Even Mother Nature. Can't wait to see Carter and the new improved Davis on the line together. It's going to be sick. It is. 500. If CeeDee Lamb was going to get suspended, Mark Holmes would be preaching forgiveness. I agree. But he thinks somehow that the league is like anti-Dallas, which is insane. The league is always pushing Dallas. You want me to hold you? Are you a new one? Or are you the same one? Why did you want to come back? Marcus praises his team's offensive line for not allowing the Eagles to sack Dak and could be note of success at Dallas. Well, I can tell you 2 times in the first quarter, Jordan Davis basically had Dak and he got away. So those should have been sacked. Not to mention a couple other things. I thought that they struggled, the Eagles getting pressure early. I thought in the fourth quarter, though, I thought they started to get home and start to get close. I mean, Dak should have thrown 5 interceptions too, but Mark won't talk about that. Breeze, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I don't know, Bigsby doesn't really impress me. We need a corner. You need a running back too. Shipley's out for a while. Here's what I'll say, Breeze, and thank you for the super chat. I don't think not getting a corner yet or getting Bigsby is going to affect whether you get a corner or not. I think what's going to affect getting a corner is what Jacorian Bennett does when he's ready to get a chance. I think we'll be okay. I wish I went home and like, what the heck? Tell Mark and see hands weren't suspended week 1. I will. Oh, just wait till tomorrow. It's going to get ugly. And so obviously has an agenda for us since the schedule release. What defending champs gets? No back-to-back home games. Yeah, no back-to-back home games. They try to ban a play that only you do well. Then they want to change the rules on the way the cap works because of the way you use it. And then they come out with this virtual measurement, which I think is BS. I think it's just a way to say that we didn't get a first down on a push-tush. Yeah, I think they're screwing the Eagles. There's no question about it. Heard how he already addressed the corner with Gorian. Well, yeah, but he's got to play him. If he's not playing him, then what's the point, you know? Still need a corner, even if Bennett works out depth. Well, they might get one. But, you know, I think a guy like Denzel Ward, let's say, a guy like that is going to take a while. It's just going to take you a while to get him. Teams like that aren't going to want to give him up right away, you know? That's how I look at it. The Bills voted against the Twitch and ran it twice. Yeah, they ran it twice. It just shows you what a bunch of liars. If you're really a coach and concerned about the play causing injuries to your players, then you just keep it out of your playbook. Why run it? But he runs it because has nothing to do with injury. They're jealous and they're pissed off because only the Eagles can do it and nobody can stop it. Jordan Davis plays ass off. With Jalen Carter coming back, the D will go next level. I agree. I think Jordan Davis is gonna have a great year. Campbell's first game was no Quinion, but Campbell was good. I thought he was good. You're obviously blind if you're gonna say rookie didn't play good because he was a little hesitant in the run game, but had gate coverage, forced fumble. I thought he was good. The play he made on the tight end also was really good. Cowboys 4 drops, yeah, and 4 interceptions. Tank is better true than Shipley. Can definitely catch better. So I like Tank. I think it's a great move. I'd try Makuba out at corner and bring Epps. I don't want to move Makuba out of safety. Bro, you running cat farm over there? Yeah, I am. I always have kittens. I know. My cats like they like to make kitties. Tank was borderline running back Jacksonville last year. We got a running back named Tank. Cowboys got a running back named Blue. He needed the money. He didn't force the fumble. Doesn't watch the game. Oh my gosh, are you guys really crying about Jahad Campbell? Jahad Campbell was great. Maybe it's something to look forward to. Tank Bigsby's best NFL game was arguably his 118-yard two-touchdown performance against the New England Patriots, London 2024. Who forced the fumble then? I thought it was Campbell. I believe it was Campbell too. It was Campbell or Young. If Carter played the game, scored 10 points. I agree. Campbell just has to trust his keys, which he may be hesitant a little, but Campbell was rated the highest defensive player. Yeah, Byron Young. Byron Young had a good game, you know, and he came in and played a lot more because Carter was out. He should have also had an interception. You like cats too? I thought Campbell was good. Finally home, time to talk all right. Byron Young punched it. They were both on tackle. Carter should have waited back up. Campbell credited with the fumble. I thought Campbell was good. I really liked the play he made in pass coverage. The emojis, couch turds, laugh out loud. That's funny. Couch turds, you get it. Yo, Philly, how's it going? At the gym, and I'm glad I got something to listen to. Oh, I appreciate that, my man. What do we got? 782 people in here and a little kitty. Thank you guys for being here. I'll have a video out today, too. Hopefully this Carter thing. I can't believe we're not hearing nothing yet. I swear, I thought it would come out this morning. I thought I would wake up to it. Nothing on Carter. Nothing. 5 days, no update. It's crazy. It's a little bit crazy, right? Don't it feel a little bit crazy? Like, what the hell? What the hell, kitty? Campbell's super. He is. Agreed. Campbell really only made one good play. Oh, jeez. I can't do the negative stuff. The league is scared of the Eagles fan base. Oh, yeah. They'll suspend him Sunday just to screw us. If they suspend him today, then the Eagles are going to appeal, right? So then they're going to appeal, and how long is it going to take? Are they going to do the appeal Thursday or Friday? Or is it going to be next week, which means he plays? If Dak doesn't get fined, the fans will go crazy. Yeah. You got to speak up. Philly, what's your favorite game day food? I don't get to eat game day foods because I'm always streaming. I'm not like Mark. I don't eat on stream. I think it's disgusting. But if if I had to choose, I don't know. I use really truthfully, I don't eat during games, the Eagles games, because I get so nervous. I just can't eat. I can't eat. Which don't look like that would be a case, but when it's the Eagles games, I don't eat. Philly, the kitten's gorgeous as always, Mama, Papa, or blessed. Thank you, Nico. Wait till it gets a little bigger. I'm gonna put that sweatshirt on, the sweater you sent. Father, did you hear Kittle? Yeah, I saw Kittle was placed on IR. This cat just wants to sit with me. What's up with it? Huh? We need Eagle X Ragdoll merch. I have to work on it. I'll have to try to do something. I did hear about Kittle. Yeah. Right? We heard about Kittle? Yes, we did. Ray Lewis couldn't cover Miles Sanders in open spaces. No way we talk about trash on camera. No, I don't understand it. According to Google Eye, the NFL generally hands down fines Friday afternoon for infractions that occurred the previous weekend. Suspensions have more variable timeline. Jordan Davis showed out in the Couch Boys game. With quarterback, it'll be scary. Hunter Jomo, I agree. I agree with you. I don't like one eating. I agree with you. I don't like it either. I think it's gross. Nobody wants to watch somebody else eat. The video Mark just put is hilarious. So what did he say now? Patrick Willis or Derek Brooks are the best linebackers, in my opinion, could cover runs up. They were great. We smoked Oh yeah, we're smoking Victory Cigar on Sunday. I feel like our offense could have done more. The defense seemed to lock down second half, but the offense stayed stagnant with these wide receivers. Got to get them. They got to do better. There's no question about it. But I don't think it was as bad as everybody thinks. Brother, you just make sure you stay hydrated. Calories training. Oh, I will. And Cujo and friends, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that so much. Just look at Mark when he's not stuffing his bottle. Pretty gross. Davis showing out 1 tackle, no sacks. Nah, Davis should have had 2 sacks. He had them. He let him get away. But Davis did a good job. Davis was good. I want to make Drew Tranquil and Chris Jones crash out against this week. Me too. We needed to run more play action when they brought their safeties. I agree. There's one play in the fourth quarter I keep talking about. It was 2nd and 1. It was like, and they run Barkley, and Dallas knew it was coming. If you play action, go deep. You had one on coverage on both sides. Philly 500 linebacker Johnson is back on the Eagles 52-man roster. Yeah, I saw that. Jordan Davis played well. You all casual and not know anything that isn't quite literally splash play. He did. He was good. I was very, very happy with Jordan Davis. 85. What did he play? 85% of snaps, and he wasn't winded. No, Davis was good. Makuba's recognition speed is elite. He's good. Yeah, he's going to be good. He needs time, but he's going to be good. He's saying that Dak didn't get sacked. That means their O-line is superior. I know he thinks that, but it's not really the case. I'm back from my walk. Mark just uploaded a video about the Eagles and Cowboys game. He can't get over it. Some of you guys need what? Yeah, I feel bad for Mark to having to be excited. They never make trades. Yeah, he's jealous. Yeah, I've seen Bigsby. I wanted him. He was one of the guys a few years ago when he was coming out that we were talking about the Eagles possibly should draft him. So yeah, I like him. He can't get over it. I know he can't get over it. But he's trying to spin it like, oh, the Cowboys, they showed how good they really are. But before the game, he's like, whatever happens week 1, don't put too much stock into it. That's what he said. Adding Carter back in the line is like agreed. Yeah, absolutely. Adding Carter back is huge, dude. Oh, Brody Z, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Pizzle's in crisis mode. Yeah, Pizzle got a reality awakening today. Pizzle thought his team was going to be this, going to be that. I don't know what the Giant fans were buying into. I tried to tell him, Russell Wilson shot, dude. You know? Was he going to help you win a couple more games and hurt your draft stock? Thank you for that super chat, by the way. I love how people judge how someone played just by looking at their stats. You can tell they either don't watch football in the game, have no idea how to watch football games. He never played the sports before, right? Yeah. Statistics don't always mean something. They said he could get a 57,222. Why that exact number? Not Kif. All right, 500. Next big move for people to watch. We have been pretty good about predicting who we think, Trev. I think right now, I think you got to watch the secondary, the cornerback spot. You know, I still think that there's something there. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're going to make a move in terms of a trade. I don't think you'll see anything for the rest of the month. I think they're going to wait. I think they're going to see what Jacorian Bennett can do. But I think as you get close to the trade deadline, whatever really seems to emerge, they'll make a move. The only thing I can think of is if they added an offensive lineman. Like, you know, they wanted to add some bulk there. Other than that, I don't think there's any more trades coming until at least October. Lauren Bates says, breaking news. Jerry Jones turns 80,000 years old today. Back to the regular schedule pro. Back to thank you so much. I can't believe that Carter news did not break. I'm so upset. That's what we'd be talking about. He's not suspended. We're good to go. Nothing. I know as soon as I sign off here, it's going to happen. They're going to announce it. Let me see. I'm looking. Flipping the birds. What's going on, my man? Thank you for the super chat. He goes, I bet we signed Mike Hilton. Yeah, I think that's very possible. I think he was talking about in terms of trades, not signings. We'll make some more roster signings with guys here and there, but in terms of whatchamacallit, trades, I think they're gonna wait. I mean, I think they've traded for safety. They got depth there. They traded for a third quarterback. They got depth there. They got depth at running back. They got depth at tackle. They got more depth on the edge. They got more depth at running back. And they got a trade with a cornerback. I mean, they've made a lot. They made like 5 trades. So I think the Eagles, I think you got to now let it play out and see who's doing what. I think Jacorian Bennett needs to play. I think he needs to start. We need to see what he is. If he's not any good, if he's not the guy, then that's when you make a move, in my opinion. You know, Chiefs scare you? Well, they're going to be desperate. You know, yeah, Bubba said they killed it. Let me see what Bubba says. For anyone that didn't say just know football, that game was the best game he has played in Eagle. You could tell he's learning how important hand placement is. Yeah, I loved his hand movement in that. I thought he did a great job. He looked like he increased, you know, his skills at pass rushing. He seems every bit as strong. He seems quicker, and he's not winded after 2 plays. He's literally out there taking snaps. I think David's going to have a big year. You know? Jalen Carter really needs to knock that hothead BS off. He needs to understand value. But yeah, he's got to grow up. Got to grow up. The Chiefs scare him. Well, you know what scares me about the Chiefs? 1, Patrick Mahomes. And 2, desperation. They're desperate. They already have a grudge with us because of the Super Bowl, but now they're like in a must-win situation essentially, because they don't want to go down 0-2. You know, I don't like seeing Dejean on the outside. I'd rather stay in the middle. Yeah, well, Vic said that he's going to stay in the middle, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And my hope is with Adoree Jackson is that the Eagles are not going to start with Adoree Jackson. They're just saying that, playing gamesmanship, and that Jacorian Bennett will play. Daniel says that he played 37% of the snaps last year. If he can breathe with JC playing, he'll have by far the best year. Yeah, he played 80-something% of snaps, and I was looking at him on a sideline, dude, and he was not winded. I need to do what he's doing, dude. Whatever he did, I need to start doing that shit myself. I ain't even joking. I'm about to call him up. Fangio just announced he's starting. Man, how stupid! I can't deal with James Brown. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think my theory or hope is that Fangio's not going to tell you or not going to tell at a press conference we're moving to Jacorian Bennett, because why are you going to give Kansas City that information? So he said, as of right now, he said something to the effect of, as of now, Adoree Jackson's starting. That tells me Bennett is the guy that's going to start. I'm hoping. That's my theory. I'm starting to feel like Howie has the dirty hands that Adoree could be. The KC game plan, if Jackson plays, every throw is to whoever's covering. Well, that was pretty much the Cowboys' plan. And it worked. It literally worked. You know? It's true. In my opinion, it'd be a good strategy to drop Makuba to nickel corner and move Coop to cornerback 2 for this game only. What do you do at safety? What are you gonna put safety? See, the thing is I wonder what a rookie, like, you know, is it better to let a guy play 2 positions, or is it let him just to play one position, learn one position? You know, like Q learned one side, Coop just learned slot. And then the next year, you add something. You know, is it going to be too much for him? Yeah, get it done. Yeah. 5,500. Do you think our offensive court can start designing good play scheme? Receivers open, or are we getting 23-5s? Too early to tell. You know, we got to give it more than 1 week. But if you ask me what my biggest concern on this team is, it's the offensive coordinator. To be honest with you, even over the cornerback. Like, I feel like Vic will figure out the cornerback spot and they'll get that taken care of. But to me, you know, I don't know what this offensive coordinator is. So that's the biggest question mark. But it's too early to tell. I think you got to give him at least 4 weeks. Play Brown safety. The Chiefs are weak at receiver. Makuba play. Yeah, that's true. They are weak at receiver. Question is he hurt? Or did he come back in the game? Chicago and Minnesota are trash this year. The quarterbacks are both trash. We scored 4 out of 4 times in the first half. It'll be okay. I just realized that I'm as old as Jalen Carter. I'm at a weird age when all new guys are younger than me. Ain't that wild? I don't know Jay Brim. He lines up 8 yards off. He's basically... they put Coop in week 5 last year. What the F are you talking about? Can't try new stuff now. Huh? I'm so confused. Can't try new stuff. What do you mean? What I was talking about is a rookie learning a specific position. They put Cooper Dejean in as slot corner, but he was playing slot corner throughout training camp, or before he could come back and play early in the season. He was always a slot corner. They didn't move him out of position. He always was a slot corner. He took over and starting week 5, but he always played one position. That's what I'm talking about if you're talking to me. Yo, Philly, it's my birthday today. Birthday on Monday. A victory for us would be sick. Score predictions if Carter plays. I don't have a score prediction yet. I think the Eagles will win. I don't know what my score prediction is. You have to wait till Friday. But happy birthday to you. If they say Dejean is going to move, most likely, we'll see. It isn't too late to suspend JC from this game because the Eagles will appeal and they'll be able to go get. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. This week we need to see how the O-line improves and if the secondary. Yeah, agreed. Ace, I think Dejean could play inside. I think he could play outside. I think he could play safety. However, when you're a rookie, I think they tend to want to put you in one position and leave you in that position because they want you to learn that position and get comfortable there. Then the following year, you add this, you add that. That's what they did with Q. That's what they did with Coop. Cooper didn't start to week 5, but he was always a nickel corner last year. Captain Daleberto, thank you for the super chat. My birthday is on Sunday, and I was born in 01. I always joke about wishing being born 3 days earlier. Oh, wow. You're right. So, wait. Is Sunday September 11th? Is Sunday 11th? No, Thursday's the 11th. 3 days earlier would have been... Three days earlier, yeah, it would be the 11th. No. Yeah, it would be... Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. You're 3 days late. Travis dislocated his teammate's shoulder. Kelsey, you mean? Yeah. Jordan Davis wasn't used to getting a backfield. He's always used to stop and run. Now he can do both. I know. He just got to learn to wrap up. Also, I think Coop is just so effective around the ball. Being in this spot keeps him close to the ball. In the slot, yeah, in center of the field most. Yeah, I agree. They love him in the slot. I mean, it sounds like Fangio has no desire to move him. Yeah, Dejean is a weapon on defense. Yeah, he'll go from in 3-4 years. I'm telling you, you're gonna see Dejean every week maybe play a different position. Like 1 week he'll be at safety, 1 week he'll be at slot, 1 week he'll be on the outside. They're gonna use him like they use Malcolm Jenkins. I really believe that. Justin Rain, thank you for the super chat. Maybe you should not stream all these games too much. Why? Why shouldn't I? Jordan is growing in the position he is. I don't understand. Why shouldn't I stream? I'm going to watch the games anyways. It's like, what's the difference? Coop will stay in the slot. I'm just saying for this game, it could shut down the outside. No, I mean, it's not a bad thought. I just really want Ja'Cory Bennett to get thrown in the fire. I want to know what we got there. That's my thing. I feel like if we're going to make a move on him, then we need to know what we got. We need to know what we got. And I don't know. He just told you not to make money. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even understand what he's talking about. One of your mics is louder than the other. This one is quiet. This one's quiet? Really? I have to turn it up. I got a brand new mic. I have to hook it up. But I can put this one on. Do you like this one better? You like this mic better? Yeah, nice new better. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Davis did wrap up Dak, but Dak is strong and uses leverage. Yeah, Dak got away from him. But lesson learned. After New Philly, I keep seeing Denzel Ward. How he made a push for Micah. Why not go forward? I do really like Bennett and have high hopes. We gave him. Well, he renegotiate his contract. It could be something that they do. That's a great call. Easily take him Malcolm Jacob. Oh, I think that's where. I think that's how you have to utilize him to his ability. I think sticking him just on the outside or just keeping him in a I think you're not using him enough. When they pay him, he's going to get big bucks because they're going to pay him as a defensive weapon. That's what the way they're going to pay him. This one's louder, worse quality. Other mic better. Okay, there you go. I hope Howard trades for another. We will see. I mean, we'll definitely see. This mic is closer to the volume. Okay. I turned the volume down on those super chat things. They're all turned down now. What do we got? 751 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much. No Carter news. I thought it would be out, and it's not. I can't believe it. And I know as soon as I sign off, it's gonna come out. I know as soon as I sign off. It'll be like 10 minutes after. Nothing. But I'll have a video out later, so we'll cover it. Could you imagine if we gotten Parsons, then we would have acquired the best player for the Giants and the best player? I know, that would have been crazy, right? You can't hear me? Refresh. I hate the NFL and Major League left out multimedia companies, and they can't hire perfect umps. BG has a new oh, does he? Everybody has one. What position would Howie play and Jeffrey be if they played? Howie would be a field goal kicker. Jeffrey would be a punter. You damn right Dak spat first. That's right. Yeah, the fact that the Carter news tape is crazy. It's crazy. Your sphincter, yeah. Nope, other mic is better. You guys can fight about it. I swear I got a brand new mic. I have to unbox it. I'll try that. Now your boy Nick, my boy, is saying that he heard his boy Caleb Williams is dyslexic. That's why he has trouble reading his armband. And what Ben is saying on the headset, that GM hid it from the coaches. Can't they like write it backwards or something? I mean that seriously. Like, if he reads it backwards, if you write it backwards, will it come out regular? How does that work? I'm watching ESPN First Take, and they have yet to talk about fines coming down. I have NFL Network on. Nothing. It's crazy. That's so true, Father. Every time we do one of these streams to release it, it's going to be as soon as I get off. It will, because I have to pretty much sign off now, so I have time to do a video before I leave for the day. Color code plays on armband. There you go. I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. If the league suspends JC, they need to suspend Dak and Lamar. NFL doesn't want to be suspended. That's true. I don't think the NFL is going to do anything, which is nothing coming from Goodell. Game suspension was already imposed. I think so. I think the longer it goes, the more likely there's no chance that he's suspended. You know? No, I think the Eagles had a roster spot open already. Kenyon Green they waived. So I think they had a roster spot open already. Ben Van Sumer went on IR. That's when they signed Zadarius Smith. And then they cut Kenyon Green. They had 52 guys. So, yeah, they didn't have to cut anybody. But now you've got the situation with Shipley. He's out. Well, he's got a broken rib that's going to take 6 to 12 weeks. Will they put him on IR? Or are they going to put Shipley on IR? That's the question. The longer they take, the longer suspension would take place because he can play during appeal. Agreed. All right, Billy, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I gotta head out now, anyways, guys. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. I will be putting a video out today, and then I will be live again early tomorrow. Well, it'll be earlier tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be live in the morning tomorrow and Friday, and then Thursday I'll have a video in the morning and stream at night. I got my whole week planned out. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay on top of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. But thanks everybody for joining me. I'm sorry the news didn't print. I swear I was like, all right, any second. And boom, didn't come. So I'll have to change the title. But thank you guys so much for joining. I will definitely talk to you guys later. I am going to get out of here and let that little whiny bitch, Mark, take us out. Peace.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the Lamb. Trying to feed the Lamb. You tried to feed the Lamb. You got to give it to C. Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.